same thing I'm going to provide. Okay. So yeah. And also, like in meanwhile, so we'll start like can you please you guys introduce yourself? So like then we'll start the class. So you know anyway the first class will be I'm going to take around 45 minutes or 50 minutes. Okay. So can you please introduce yourself, guys? So then easily can I'm going to remember you guys. So yeah, can you please introduce?
Yeah, Manoj, this is Santosh. I'd like to start myself from the first.
Yeah.
So currently, I'm working with LTI Mandry. So I
Mhm.
have 6 years of SQL knowledge. That's on
Okay.
the MySQL SQL Server. So currently, we are working on the PaaS services, which is offered by the Azure. So on the Postgre and MySQL part, we are actually supporting PaaS services.
Okay.
So it's been around 9 months. We are tied up with the LTI Mandry.
Mhm.
So it's very hard for us to understand the things before without the basic knowledge. How
Mhm.
basic is crucial for our understanding. So
Okay.
that's why we joined here in your class. So
Yeah.
that's my introduction part.
Yeah.
Hi,
Thanks,
Manoj.
Santosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Vishwa. To cut short, I'm same as Santosh. I'm working with LTM entry. It's been like 9 months for now, and I have 8 years of SQL Server experience in past.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
me, Santosh, and even Sam, we are colleagues.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks, Vishwa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next, anybody can introduce yourself.
Hi
Yeah, hi.
Manoj, hello everyone. This is Vikas.
Yeah,
So I have almost 11 years of experience and I'm currently working as an DB to DBA. And yeah, just I want to learn Postgres as well, where one upcoming project is there. So I just need to understand few concepts from Postgres.
okay. Thanks, Vikas.
Hi Manoj, this is
Yeah,
Kishore. I have 15 years of experience.
Mhm.
I'm a Sybase DBA. I have
Oh,
means a few years of experience in Microsoft SQL.
oh,
That's it.
okay, okay. Thanks, Kishore.
Thank you.
Hi Manoj, this is Vishnu. Uh, I'm basically from since beginning I was a DBA from Sybase, so it's been
Mhm.
5 years. So
Mhm.
I'm new to this Postgres,
Okay, okay.
and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Vishnu. Naveen, Srinivas, yeah, Srinivas, I got it. Yeah, Naveen.
Yeah, my name is myself is Naveen. I have total 9 years of experience in DB2 DBA. I'm
Okay.
working in CPS. I'm colleague of Srinivas Jacompudi.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay, okay. Yeah.
So we all colleagues. So me, Kishore, Vishnu, and Naveen, all colleagues and work on the same client.
Oh, okay, okay. And what about Satish? Satish, hello.
Yeah, hi, it's Pradeep here.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello, everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, so I work on Microsoft SQL Server DBA.
Mhm.
I have experience of 10 years. So mostly I will be handling the Oracle also, but as only the governance part. But mainly I will be working on Microsoft SQL Server along with Azure and AWS. So currently we are proposing the migration of all the DBs to Postgres. So that's where I need your expertise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what about Satish?
Hi Manoj, this is Satish.
Yeah.
I'm new to this PostgreSQL. I'm just
Mhm.
learning.
Okay. 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 Got it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah. So and also I'm going to introduce myself. Myself Manoj. The currently I'm working in one of the organization and as well as so I'm doing the training as well. So almost I completed, like 22 batches. This is the 23rd batch. And also ongoing batch also, like it's a progress. Like in my organization, normally I involved in a migration factory. So, like most of the Oracle and SQL and Sybase database servers, we are migrating to the PostgreSQL. So the Oracle is mainly we are going to targeting because of, the licensing cost is very high. So that's why, like the customers are very, interesting to migrate the PostgreSQL. So because like the PostgreSQL is very open source, and as well as most of the cloud providers like they are going to provide the free of cost. Okay. Yeah. So actually, I involved in the migration factory. So like I was basically Sybase DBA long back. Almost I worked as Sybase DBA 7+ years, and after that, like nowadays in the market also it's too low, right, for the Sybase DBA. So that's why like I switched my domain like 4 years back. So after that, like as per my expertise, I started the training as well. So this is my introduction. Yeah. So and also, like in this training, I will explain each and everything how to do the migration from like other RDBMS to PostgreSQL. Okay. Yeah, and also whenever I'm going to do the installation at the time, like I'm going to explain installing the Linux and installing in Windows, and as well as how to configure the PostgreSQL in cloud. Cloud means I'm going to configure the PostgreSQL in AWS RDS. So managed services. How we need to configure the PostgreSQL in managed services. Okay. At the time, at least we have a knowledge, right? So how we need to configure simply, like once, like if anybody is asking like just try to configure the PostgreSQL in any of the cloud platform, at least we need to get a knowledge, right? So that's why I included this part in this training. Okay. So I'm going to explain few of the things in the AWS as well. Okay. Yeah. The next thing is, one moment, I will open. Uh, yeah. I think I sent, like the course materials in the starting, right? So I think I don't want to explain like again the course things, right? So just I'm going to start the introduction part today. Okay. So I think the course part is, yeah. See here. So this is the complete 30 days training. So I told you, so like it will going to extend as well. Okay. So but like this is completely a 30 days training. Okay. See here. So these are all the modules I'm going to explain. Okay. So I think almost all like uh, it's like like almost all it's 21 module is there, including the migration. Okay, including the migration, it's almost 21 modules. Okay, each and every module it will going to take. Okay, the first 2 or 3 modules, it will not going to take much time, means it will going to take a 1 day, but other modules it will going to take, okay, 3 days, 4 days, like that. Okay, so but introduction it will going to complete in 1 day, and installation it will going to take 2 days, because like I'm going to install in different platforms. So that's why the installation part it will going to take 2 days. Okay, and also at the same day, if you guys wants to install in your laptop, okay, try to install you guys in your laptop. Okay, I'm going to help you. Otherwise, try to do in after the class. If you face any of the issues, okay, please let me know. In the next class, I will try to help you out, guys. Okay. And also, so PostgreSQL architecture. This is very, very important thing. Okay. I'm going to explain the architecture not only for the theory, I'm going to explain the architecture in the practical. Okay. How the things will going to flow in the architecture. Okay. Each and every component I'm going to explain. Okay, so once you guys are, understand the architecture, right? Okay, I will give you one idea. Okay, so try to draw a one diagram or take a printout. Okay, just paste the printout in your front of laptop or anywhere. Okay, because each and every day you guys just go and watch that diagram. At that time, okay, everything it will be in our mind. Okay, so once I explained the architecture, right? Okay, just take a snapshot, like a whatever you can take it and put it in a wall. Okay, at least. So once we get a exposure for the architecture, right? Okay, then you can remove it because so now also like in front of my laptop, the architecture diagram is there. So that's why. Okay, the architecture diagram is very very important. Once you learn the architecture, right? Okay, we can easily understanding the other things. Okay, so architecture will going to take almost all, like 2 days because I want to explain the complete flow in the practical and as well as theoretic. Okay, so and also, like the fourth module is creating and managing databases. Okay, these two are very, very important for the basics. Okay, if you got these two modules, right? Okay, other things are very, very easy. But before going to other modules, we need to understand this 3 and 4 module. Okay, 3 and 4 is very, very important modules. Okay, that's why. And also, guys, I'm going to tell you now onwards. Okay, so don't hesitate to ask the question. Okay, if the silly doubt as well, okay, please ask me. Okay, I'm happy to help you out. Okay, if silly doubt as well, don't hesitate to ask the question. Okay, I am also like you guys only. Okay, don't hesitate to ask the question. Please ask any silly doubts. I'm going to happy to explain to you guys. Okay, yeah. So first of all, these 4 modules will try to cover. Okay, remaining things I'm going to explain later. Okay, simply I don't want to explain now. Okay, so first we'll try to cover these 4 modules. Okay, then we'll go for other modules. Okay, guys. Yeah. Today I'm going to explain the introduction part. Okay. So in introduction, what are all the things is there, like a history of the PostgreSQL and what is the major features of the PostgreSQL. Okay, and what is the advanced features of the PostgreSQL and what is multi-version concurrency control? Okay, do you know anybody have a knowledge on multi-version concurrency control, guys? Anybody have knowledge? Multi-version concurrency control. Guys, anybody? Okay. So see here and also write ahead logging. Okay. So we are going to call it as in simple term WAL. Okay. I'm going to explain in this module only. And so architectural overview and some limits. Okay, I'm going to explain all the things in introduction. Okay, yeah. First of all, before going to start the introduction, okay, so let me explain some things. Okay, why the peoples are more interested, like in market also, like there is a huge demand for the PostgreSQL. Why? Anybody have any knowledge for this? Why the all the organizations are moving to the PostgreSQL? Why? Guys, do you have any knowledge?
Licensing cost, and it's an open source. So the
Okay,
other people, yeah.
okay, yeah. Apart from that, anybody?
Moreover, it is not like the RDBMS is object oriented.
Mhm.
Unlike the other RDBMS, is something different, and can able to store large data.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, in PostgreSQL, mm, yeah, in the PostgreSQL, three things is there. Okay. So one is community edition. Okay. And another one is enterprise. Okay. And also third one is normally the PostgreSQL's database server is available on cloud. So like AWS, okay, Azure, Google Cloud. Okay. Okay. The first thing is, see here. So whenever we are going to, use the community edition, right? At the time, the community edition is completely free of cost. Okay. The community edition is completely free of cost. No need to pay even single rupees. Okay. And enterprise edition, what we are going to call, EDB. Okay. Postgres EDB. Okay. For this, whenever we are going to use enterprise edition, at the time we need to pay for licensing. Okay. Need to pay for licensing. And also, whenever we are going with any of the cloud providers at the time, so we need to, pay for the resources, but they are going to provide the PostgreSQL free. Okay. So only we need to pay for resources. Okay. So not PostgreSQL. Means not PostgreSQL means we do not want to pay the PostgreSQL. Only we need to pay for resources. Okay. So see here, these are the three things will be there in the Postgres. Okay. In most of the organizations, okay, they are using the community edition. Almost all, like most means almost 40% of the organizations, they are using the community. Okay. And the remaining 30% guys are using enterprise edition. And remaining guys are using cloud. Okay. The remaining guys are using cloud. Okay. These are the three things is there. Okay. So in your mind, one more question got raised, right? So how to, whenever we are going to use, okay, how to reach out the support, right? In community edition. Okay. So that's why for each and every country, there is a community mailing list is there. Okay. So we need to reach out them. If we have any bugs or anything we are going to face, right? There is a community listing mail address is there. Okay. We need to escalate to them. Okay. They will going to support to ours. Okay. So so they are going to support. But whenever we are going to use enterprise edition, right? Okay. So we can directly reach out the EDB guys. Okay. So no need to, follow any of the other community mailing list. Directly we can reach out the enterprise edition guys. Immediately compared to the community, immediately they are going to support. Okay. And also cloud providers. Based on the cloud provider, which cloud we are going to use, based on that, we need to contact. If we are going to use GCP, then we need to reach out the GCP guys. Okay, whenever we are going to use Azure, we need to reach out the Azure guys. Okay, you got it right? So what is the difference between community, enterprise, and PostgreSQL cloud? Do you have any question here? Guys, do you have
So
any
we need
question
to
here?
pay for a resource means I mean any for any upgrades or patching we need to pay for that one. Exactly what is that?
No, no, no.
Oh, or it
So
is in cloud. I mean based upon the service we have to pay.
you were talking about cloud, right?
Correct, correct.
Yeah, in cloud, if any upgrade or anything we do not want to pay anything. So database side, no need to pay even single rupee. Okay, but the resource when we comes to resource, right, means processors, okay, memory for so like that resources we need to pay. Apart from that, we do not want to pay even single rupee as well.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I hope all guys are understood, right?
Manoj, what is the full form of EDB?
Enterprise DB,
Enterprise DB.
enterprise
That's it.
database,
Okay.
enterprise database. Okay, yeah. The next is CEO. The facts about the PostgreSQL. Okay, the world's most advanced open source database. And also see here, guys, it is designed for extensibility and customization purposes. As other RDBMS also will support ANSI/ISO compliant SQL support. In Postgres also, it will going to support ANSI compliant SQL support. And also, one more thing, it is not, the PostgreSQL is old RDBMS only. Okay, this is not new RDBMS. It was, designed by 1986. Okay, this is completely a old RDBMS only. But why nowadays the peoples are like, and also, so most of the features, you know, the community guys are adding. So that's why the features are, recently they designed, so very nicely. That's why nowadays all guys are using the PostgreSQL. This is not a new RDBMS. It is designed by 1986. Okay, so which guys are designed, University of the Postgres. They handle from 1986 to 1993. Okay, and after that, so Postgres 95. So these guys are handled from 1994 to 1995. After that, PostgreSQL community guys are handling from 1996 to current. Okay, so the PostgreSQL is not a new RDBMS, it is old one only. It was designed by University of the PostgreSQL from 1986. Okay, and also this is the I told you, right, this is the community mailing list for a community edition. See here, this is the community mailing list. See here, I will go for this one. See here, this is the community mailing list. Here, one moment. Community general PostgreSQL support. Not this one. One moment. There is one. Yeah. See here, guys. Active list. Where is the active list? This is the inactive list. This is the developer list. When you guys are, so if you guys are facing any of the issues, we can directly, reach out the particular things. Okay. Bug reporting. So we need to sign in and we need to, as per our bug, we need to attach the things. Okay. Here I will bugs here, commercial support is also available. But whenever we are going to use the, community at the time, we are not going with the commercial. Okay. If you guys wants to commercial, so that is also available. And also here Slack also is there. So you can register and use the Slack and to contact to reach out the support team. Okay, so community sessions. See here, recent announcements. The last announcement is Feb 23. See here, each and everything is available. So what is the latest announcement? Okay, each and everything we are going to see here. This is the complete website for the community edition. See here. This is the complete website for the community edition. Okay. Whenever you guys want to see the EDB, right? EDB PostgreSQL. See here, this is the EDB one. Okay. So see here, what is the difference, See here, this is completely a community one. This is completely a EDB one. Okay. So this is completely EDB one. This is the community one. This is the difference. Got it? This is the website mailing addresses. This is the one. Okay. Whenever we are going to escalate, right? Okay. So they are going to, any of the guys, community guys are going to, help you out. And also whenever we are going to EDB, right? Okay. EDB, there we have a direct support. Okay, no need to wait. Immediately we need to raise a ticket. Okay, they are going to come back within the 24 hours. They are going to come back with us. Okay, so EDB is completely an enterprise one, but so this is the completely community one. Okay, if you want to see the latest announcement and all, right? So see here. So all the links is there. You can go and check. Got it right, guys? And also, what is the main, one more advantage in the EDB, whenever we are going to buy the EDB Postgres, right? At that time, these guys are going to give the third-party tools. Okay. So like, like a rep manager, PG pool, PG bouncer. Okay. And also PG clue. So they are going to provide many of the third-party tools. If we are going with the EDB, at that time they are going to give, okay, many of the third-party tools. That is the advantage. And also, whenever we are going with the EDB Postgres, right? These guys are providing automatic failover and failback. But in community, so there is no default automatic failover and failback. Okay. So this is the main advantage in EDB. Got it, guys? What is the difference? Guys, you got it, right? Do you have any doubts here?
What are the third party tools? Rep, what is the what?
Rep manager, PG pool, PG bouncer, okay, PG clue, PG badger, okay. So many of the third party tools is there. Okay, whenever we are going with the EDB, right? Okay, these tools they are going to provide. No, not only this tool, like like many of the third party tools is there. I'm going to explain that one as well. What is the use for the tools? Each and every tool I'm going to explain. Almost all 5 to 6 tools I'm going to explain. Okay, so don't worry about that. But
What it
all the
what
tools, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
The community edition one. So if we get any problem, if we raise the ticket, so they
hmm,
will not support within 24 hours. Like otherwise, they will support only through mail because in the EDB they are supporting in 24/7. They are come to us. But
yeah.
how the one?
Yes, see here, the exactly. So, we need to reach out, otherwise, any of the community guys, okay, otherwise, we need to check whether that bug is raised previously or not in the website. Okay, this is the problem in community. Okay, so they are not coming within the 24 hours. The first thing is, whatever we got the error or any bugs we are going to face, right? First, we need to check whether this bug are raised, so this bug or errors, okay, so face any of the guys in the community, we need to check immediately. Otherwise, we need to drop a mail to the community guys. They are also replying within 1 or 2 days, but not sure for that. Okay, but most of the bugs, almost 90% of the bugs, okay, so all the things are there in the Google. Don't worry about that. Okay, the remaining 10% of the things is not there. I'm sure about that. But almost all the bugs are available in the community. Okay.
Manoj,
Mhm.
for upgrades and migrations also, we'll be using tools. Do we
So
do we
you are
use
talking about upgradation?
yeah, upgrades and migrations also? Do we use tools? Will you teach those also for us? Will you show us? You said nearly 5 to 6 tools you will be telling, right?
See here, upgradation purpose. Okay, there is a inbuilt utility is there. PG upgrade. Okay, that one normally I'm going to explain. Okay.
So they won't be using any in real time scenario. They won't be using any third party tools
For
for example.
upgradation, there is no third party tools, Sam.
Okay. Okay.
So for upgrade, no, the thing is, one more thing you do, whenever we are going to do the upgrade in the, can you please mute, Sam? My voice is, yeah. So whenever we are going to do the upgrade in on-prem, right? At that time, utility is required. Okay, the utility called as PG underscore upgrade. Okay, whenever whenever we are going with the upgrade on the cloud, right? At that time, no need to use any of the two. Okay, we can directly skip to other version. Okay, so we do not want to use any of the third-party tools for upgradation. Okay, I will explain that one as well later. Don't worry about that. So how exactly we need to do the upgrade, I will explain later.
Okay. So you will be teaching this migration also from on-prem to cloud, something like that.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So this is the main difference for supporting on EDB and the community. Okay. So the next thing is, see here, guys. This is the PostgreSQL lineage. Okay. See here. So when University was designed, right, at the time, normally they are going to called Ingress. The first name of the PostgreSQL is Ingress. Okay. And also, so the second name is the Postgres is the only the Postgres. Okay. After that, see here, PostgreSQL. Okay. And also, as of now, there are two things is there. One is PostgreSQL Community and PostgreSQL Enterprise DB. Okay. So this is the complete lineage for the PostgreSQL. When it was designed, right, at the time they are going to call Ingress after that Postgres, and after that PostgreSQL community and enterprise DB. As of now, these are the two ongoing PostgreSQLs. One is for community and one is for the enterprise DB. And also, like whenever community, okay. So what is the use of community and what is the disadvantage in enterprise DB? Do you know? So what is the open source? Why we are going to call it as open source? Guys, what is the use of open source?
Will get freely, no need to pay.
Yeah. So after that, so only, yeah, that is the one, the main advantage. What is the second one?
I think we can use the code.
Exactly. This is the main thing. Okay. So see here, whenever we are going to use in our organization the PostgreSQL community, right? At the time, if in our organization needs any of the additional functionality or otherwise any of the other features, okay, we can write the code for that. Okay, based on our organization, we can alter the complete binaries. That is possible. Okay, that is the main thing we are going to call it as open source. Okay, so based on our environment, and also, one more thing, if you face any of the bugs in the particular PostgreSQL community, okay, so we can also resolve that bugs using our write the code for that. Whatever we are going to face the bugs, right? We can write the code and we can deploy it to the binaries. That is also possible. Okay, so this is the main advantage. Whenever we are going with the additional features or additional functionality in our organization, at that time we can write the code for the our organization purpose. Okay, this is possible. Got it right, guys? So this is we are going to call it as open source. But in enterprise DB, that is not possible. Whatever they are going to give to us, right? So we need to follow same thing. We can't edit any of the binary for enterprise DB. Okay. In PostgreSQL community, we can. Got it right, guys? I think I hope you guys are got it right.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is, okay, the major features of the PostgreSQL. Okay. See, the thing is, the first one is this is portable. It is written in ANSI. Okay. And also see here, it is supported for Windows, Linux, Mac, and major Unix platforms like CentOS. Okay. So say like that. So it will going to support all the operating systems. Okay. And also see here, it is reliable. Okay. As per other RDBMS, the PostgreSQL also complained ACID properties. Okay, so what is the ACID? Atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. If these four things is there in the particular RDBMS, right? So then only the database RDBMS is consistent. Correct? The main thing is in every RDBMS, okay, so the complaints is for a ACID properties. And also, moreover, the PostgreSQL supports transactions. Okay, the main thing is, okay, so PostgreSQL support transactions. And also, here in the PostgreSQL, the transaction we are going to call it as write ahead logging. Okay, write ahead logging. What is write ahead logging? I'm going to explain in this module only later, but okay, I will tell you. But so, like in every RDBMS, before going to write into the disk, okay, the first thing is Okay, whatever we are going to do the insert or anything update, right? First, the things will comes to the transaction log, correct? Without transaction, yeah,
Yes, please continue.
yeah. So without transaction log, okay, so the data will not consistent on the disk. Okay, but here we are not going to call it as transaction log. Here in the PostgreSQL, we are going to call it as write ahead logging, means wall. In the short term, we are going to call wall. Okay, yeah. So anybody have any doubts here? Guys, anybody have any doubts here?
No, Manish, not from my side.
Okay. So these two things I want to explain more. Okay. So what is write ahead logging? Okay. So I'm going to explain more, but not now. I'm going to explain in the next, next slides. Okay. I will clear your doubts. If some still in your mind, what is the write ahead logging, right? So I'm going to explain in the next slides. Okay. And also see here, guys, this is very, very important. Scalable. In scalable, see here, we are going to use the PostgreSQL is going to use multi-version concurrency control. What is multi-version concurrency control? In SQL or in DB2, this feature is there, guys. Multi-version concurrency control.
I don't think so.
Yes. So it is not there in SQL or DB2 or Sybase. Okay. The multi-version concurrency control is available only for PostgreSQL and Oracle. Okay. So I'm going to explain now what is the multi-version concurrency control. But the thing is, okay, PostgreSQL, it will going to use, okay, multi-version concurrency control. Okay, now I will explain what is multi-version concurrency control. Here, guys, one moment. First, I will draw a diagram. Here, there is no lock mechanism, concurrency control. So in SQL Server and Sybase and DB2, there is a concept called concurrency control. Concurrency control means completely a locking, correct?
Yes.
Here, here we are going to use multi-version concurrency control. Okay, I will explain what is the multi-version concurrency control. So this is select insert. Yeah, okay. Yeah. See here, example. Now I'm going to insert some records for T1 tables like some 1 lakh. Okay, so I'm going to insert some records. So for a T1 table, okay, some use records, 1 lakh records. Okay, at the same time, if someone is going to do select start from T1. Okay, same time, okay, already, and also in T1 table already have like 10,000 records will be there. Okay, now tell me, okay, some insert is happening. Okay, at the same time, someone is going to do the read for the T1 table. Okay, now tell me, so whether we can able to read those transaction as well, whatever we are going to do the 1 lakh, those transaction we are going to do or not? Guys, we can do or not? So normally acid properties, what the acid properties will going to do? So the main is consistency, correct? So that's why the what is we are going to why we are going to call it as multi-version, right? See here. So whenever we are going to do, okay, insert, right, at the time, it will going to create one image. Okay. It will going, once we are going to do the insert, okay, it will going to create one image in the background. Okay, in that image, it will going to start the transaction. 1 lakh records. Okay, once it's committed, okay, then only it will going to, inform to this one. Otherwise, okay, in the background only, okay, it will going to take care for this 1 lakh transaction. This select one, right? At the same time, whenever the insert is happening, but the same time is someone is going to read the data, right? At that time, it will going to retrieve only 10,000 records. Okay, only it will going to retrieve 10,000 records, but not those 1 lakh records. Once it's committed, right? Once it's committed, right? Okay, so this image, it will going to clear, and also it will going to reflect 1 lakh 10,000. Okay. Sorry, it will going to reflect 1 lakh 10,000 like this. Okay, so it will not going to lock, but in the Sybase or SQL or DB2, so whenever, so we are going to do at the same operation, right? At that time, it will going to lock exclusive lock or shared lock, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, here it will not going to lock because we are going to design multi-version concurrency control. Multi-version concurrency control is nothing but is completely a, whenever some transaction is going on, right? At that time, it will going to create one snapshot. Within that snapshot, the transaction will going to happen. Once that is committed, okay, so then it will going to, so write into the particular data file. Okay, here there is no lock mechanism. Here completely a multi-version concurrency control. This is we are going to call it as multi-version concurrency control. I think I hope you guys got it right. Anybody have any doubts?
Yeah, Manoj. For example, after transaction has been committed, so now system is writing all the 1 lakh records to the original table T1, for example.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Now it started. It might take around 2 minutes of time. It's a
yeah,
huge transaction. It's taking 2 minutes of time. So
yeah,
in between 2 minutes of time, we are again fire the select one star from T1, the statement. So
yeah.
how many records will be going to fetch at that time?
Oh, no, no, no. Come again.
For example, system is writing back the records to the original table T1, right? After
Yeah,
committing.
yeah.
So at the time of writing, so again we fired a select star from statement. Now it is
Uh-huh,
in between writing the records to the T1 table.
uh-huh.
So will it shows again the 10,000 records, or is
No,
there any
it will
change?
going to show the 10,000 only.
Okay.
Until and unless the commit will not going to happen, right? For those
Hmm.
things, it will not going to show.
Okay. So commit
Wha-
means once the records all written into this
Mhm.
table, that is
Yeah,
called like a total commit.
exactly. That is
Okay.
called the total commit.
Okay.
I will show you in the practical as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
how exactly the multi-version concurrency control will going to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
one more
yeah,
one
yeah.
more doubt here, Manoj. Sorry to ask
Yes,
again and again.
yes, yes. Please, please.
So in this particular system, like the procedure, so again we are getting a snapshot of record. For example, we are having a billion of records table. So system is going to take a snapshot of that one, right? So
Exactly.
will it
Yeah.
takes the storage required for the
No,
table?
no. This is completely a memory.
Okay.
So this is completely a memory. Okay. At the time, like once, so this complete transaction is committed immediately. Okay. There is a maintenance task. vacuum.
Yeah.
That maintenance task will going to clear this image and it will going to reclaim the space to the complete system.
Okay.
It will not going to keep this snapshot.
Okay.
Definitely, at that time the memory will going to use, but
Yeah.
this is not a permanent.
Okay.
This is the temporary.
So you mean compared to other databases, for example,
Mm.
MySQL something. So
Uh-huh.
memory should be high for the PostgreSQL in this case
Uh,
because we are
uh,
creating snapshots in memory, right?
yeah.
So do we require more memory for the PostgreSQL?
No, 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 not like that.
Okay.
Example. If you were, so if your database size is 100 GB, right?
Hmm.
Okay, your RAM size is 3%, means
Yeah.
3 GB RAM
3
is
GB.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, like that. Or just in architecture, I'm going to explain how much is
Okay.
required.
No, no problem.
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll park this question.
This snapshot, it will be stored in temporary table, something like that.
No, 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 not temporary tab. It is completely maintained in a architectural one. Okay, in completely cache, not a system tables or any tables.
Oh, cache. Okay.
Cache, it's completely in the cache. Okay, just this is for your knowledge purpose. Okay, in practical, I will show you how exactly it will going to work.
Yeah.
Anybody have any doubts, guys? I think I hope all guys are understood, right? Okay. So the next thing is, see here, guys. So it will going to support table partitioning and it will going to support table spaces. Okay. Normally in all RDBMS, tables partitioning will going to support definitely. But the thing is table spaces. Okay. Table spaces is very, very important thing. Okay. In PostgreSQL. So like in single table space, okay, the number of data files will be there. Okay, in single table space, we can map the multiple data files. Okay, but what is the use of table space? Table space is nothing but SQL and in Sybase, we are going to call it as device or disk, correct? Whenever we are going to create the database, at the time we need to map the database to particular device or disk, right? Correct? So we need a storage. That's why whenever we are going to create the database, at the time table space is required. Okay, in PostgreSQL, we are going to call it as table space. Table space is nothing but completely a storage. Okay, before going to create the database, okay, we need to create the table space. I will tell you clearly, but it will going to support table space. Okay, and also see here, guys, whenever comes to secure, right? The PostgreSQL is open source, but it was more secure as well. Okay, so like I saw in many of the in the debate or someone is like some guys are posted in the LinkedIn. I saw many of the things. Okay, so PostgreSQL is not secure, but like PostgreSQL is more secure compared to like all RDBMS also secure. Okay, the PostgreSQL also the secure more security is there here. So whenever someone is going to logged into the database server, right? Okay, at the time, the main thing is in PostgreSQL, authentication is must and should. Without authentication, the PostgreSQL server is not going to allow the proper user or particular user. Okay, so there is one file is there in the PostgreSQL. That file name is HPA, PostgreSQL underscore HPA. What is this HPA means? Host based access control. If someone is going to access the database from any other machine, right? Okay, we need to add the entry in the proper format in pg_hpa.conf. Okay, so in other RDBMS, we can easily, once we are going to add the login, we can easily log into the database server. But here, the authentication is very, very, more secure in the PostgreSQL. Without the client IP address in the Postgres HPA conf file, okay, the database server, it will not going to allow the particular user. Okay, I'm going to explain very clearly later, but here when it comes to secure, right, at the time, so one file is there, that file name is host-based access control file. Okay, this one is going to maintain all the user information and all the client information. Okay, so this will, so when someone is going to log into the database server, right, at that time, the database server will going to check the first thing is this file. So whether the entry is not there, it will going to reject that connection. Whether that entry is there, it will going to allow to the database server. Okay, so this is called host-based access control file. Okay, so just for, this is for completely a basic. That's why I'm explaining. In practical, where exactly this file will come, what is the use, okay, where this file is located, all the things I'm going to explain. Okay, this is just a feature of the PostgreSQL. Okay, and also, so there are three levels of security is there in the PostgreSQL. Okay, there are three levels is there in the PostgreSQL. I will explain just in 1 minute. See here. Database server. This is level 1. This is database and schema. And this is objects. Okay, if some user wants to connect it to the database server, okay. Okay, here three levels is there. The level 1 is database server, level 2 is database and schema and objects. Okay, if someone is going to logged into the database server, right? At the time, okay, the database server, it will going to check host-based access control file. So just I'm going to in short form, I will mention HPA. Okay, whether this user information is there in this file, right? Okay, it will going to allow. Okay, it will going to allow. Otherwise, this user information example, if user 2 information is not there in the HPA, right? At that time, it will going to reject this connection. Okay, once user 1 is going to successfully logged into the database server, right? The next level is he needs, okay, he needs the particular, okay, privileges for database and schema. If user 1 have the proper privileges, then only it will going to allow. So we need to provide the proper privileges in the database and schema. Otherwise, this is also not possible. Okay, once, so in the database level, he or she is going to log in successfully. In object level, they needs proper privileges. Otherwise, it won't allow. Okay, so first of all, in PostgreSQL, three levels of security will be there. One is database server, database and schema, and objects. Okay. So these are the 3 levels of security. Anybody have any doubts here? Guys? Guys, anybody have any doubts?
No, Manoj. Got it.
Manoj, in Postgre database and schema are different things because we are real confused here. Sometimes we call it as a data schemas as a databases.
Come again. Sorry.
Is it database and the schema are different in
Yes,
Postgre?
this is the 2 are different words. Yeah. So don't confuse. I will tell you.
Okay.
The database and schema. So this is complete, but this is also comes in level 2 security. So that's why I mentioned like database and schema. Don't confuse. Database is different, schema is different. But so in the level 2 security, these 2 things will come. Okay, but don't confuse that one. Okay. This is for a completely basic purpose. I'm explaining. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other things, like once we are going to involve after the architecture, right? At that time, I will clearly explain all the things. Don't worry about. Okay.
Manoj, just one question. I mean, can we
Ye-
create multiple schemas in one databases in
Yes,
Postgres?
it is possible. We
And
can.
all should be unique, right?
Yes, all should be
Okay.
unique.
Got it.
Yeah. So, and also see here, it will going to support SSL. Okay. So whenever we are going to use SSL certificate for the, authentication purpose, right? So that is also possible. We can create SSL certificates to log in. Okay. And also see here, recovery and availability. Okay. So in PostgreSQL, there is whenever we are going to set up the recovery and availability, right? It's very easy. It's very easy to do the recovery and availability. Okay. So see here. So whenever we comes to availability, right? So streaming replication slots, and it will going to support odd backup, and also it will going to support point in time recovery. Okay. One more thing. Whenever I'm going to explain replication availability, right? At that time, I'm going to explain 5 types of replication. Okay. One is streaming level replication with hard standby, streaming level with replication slot, cascading replication, logical replication. Okay. So these are all the replication types I'm going to explain. But in the features, I'm going to explain like, it will going to support all these replication types. Okay. And don't worry about these things and all. Just I'm explaining the features. These are all the features is available in the PostgreSQL. But don't confuse. Okay. So these are all the available features. But when I'm going to explain at that time, I will do the practical as well. Okay. And also see here, guys. So see, these are the advanced features. It will going to support triggers and functions. And like one more thing. In SQL or Sybase or DB2, what procedure language they are going to use? What procedure language they are going to use in SQL or Sybase or DB2? Guys?
JavaScript, Java.
No, procedure language. Normally, like the language they are going to use TSQL, right?
Yes. In a
Yeah.
SQL Server, it's a TSQL.
Yeah, in Sybase also TSQL. I think I hope DB2 also TSQL. I think so. I don't know exactly. But in Oracle, they are going to use PLSQL. But in Postgres, we are going to use PLPGSQL. By default, this is the procedure language, PLPGSQL. But it will going to support, this is also PL/PER, PLTCS, PLTCL, PHP, PL Java. But by default, This is the one, PL PGSQL. It will not going to support TSQL. Okay. In PostgreSQL, it will going to support PL PGSQL. Don't confuse about PL PGSQL. Just this is a procedure language. When someone is going to write some procedures, some functions, right? Okay. Here the TSQL is not going to support. We are going to use PL PGSQL. Okay, this is just a, this is just a procedure language. Don't confuse about that. Okay, guys. And also see here, whenever we are going to upgrade from one version to another version, see here, we are going to use PG upgrade utility. Okay, this is the inbuilt utility. Okay, whenever we are going to use, okay, from one version to another version upgrade, at that time we are going to use PG upgrade. You know what is the unlocked tables? I don't know about SQL and Sybase or DB2. Unlocked tables. Unlocked tables means whenever we are going to do the any transaction for the particular tables, whenever we are going to create at that time, we need to mention unlocked tables. Unlocked tables means, okay, just simple. Whenever we are going to mention the particular table as a unlocked, okay, at the particular table will not going to create any of the transactions. Okay, just it will going to write into the disk. It will not going to write into the transaction log. Okay, in PostgreSQL, this is also will going to support unlocked tables. I think in SQL this concept is there, unlocked tables.
Yes, yes. In SQL we have a bulk inside.
Yeah,
Like bulk
yeah.
recovery model.
Yeah, yeah. But in
So does it have
PostgreSQL
to
also,
anything? Does it related to? I mean, anything with that recovery point from recovery point of view? Because in DB2, I had never heard of those things, unlock tables.
yes,
It might be some other uh, terminology, but there is no such concept because for each and every transaction, some log is going to be maintained and that is going to return in the log file. And
exactly.
the transaction
See
log.
here also same, here also same. But so this is the advanced features. Whenever we are going to do the bulk transactions, right? So means I'm not going to mention transaction. Whenever we are going to do the bulk inserts, right? At that time, okay, we are going to use the unlocked tables. Here also the transaction will going to maintain, but some of the few purposes we are going to use unlocked tables. At that time, the transaction will not going to happen.
Okay. It's committed and uncommitted things, kind of thing.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
And also it will going to support materialized views. Okay, so in every RDBMS it will going to support, but here also it will going to support materialized views. Okay, so yeah, so these are all the major features of the PostgreSQL. Okay, and this is the PostgreSQL lineage, and this is the mailing list for the community, and this is the facts about the PostgreSQL. Okay, so these are all the things is there, but like still the introduction, lot of things is there, but I think today I hope this is enough, right? So we'll remaining things we'll do on tomorrow. Let's just go and recall the things. Okay, each and every, I'm going to give you this document as well. Okay, so I'm going to
And
give this document. Yeah.
Manoj, what about the recording? Because meanwhile, sometimes it's for me, not for others. Sometimes we
Yeah.
get call from office and all because officer. So sometimes we miss a few lines from you. So where can we get this recording? There
Yes,
is
I will
one.
upload. I will upload to the drive. Okay.
Okay.
Please send all your email address to WhatsApp group. Okay. Today only I will upload this recorded session. Please go through this one. So each and every class recorded session I'm going to upload. Each and every class.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think I hope now I'm going to stop the recording.